Page 76. 10. Writing.
Is handwriting obsolete? Handwriting involves forming letters with a writing implement. Proper handwriting, i.e., cursive writing, normally requires formal training that is still in place in some schools. Naturally, at initial literacy levels, young learners are trained to manipulate a writing implement and develop their eye-hand coordination so they can form letters. As learners get older, however, they are more reluctant to write. One of the reasons mentioned is the fact that most people word process, making handwriting unnecessary. Even older adults that used to have a distinct handwriting style often claim to have lost the ability to write smoothly and evenly. So, is handwriting obsolete? Should we forget about it? Handwriting has been a very distinct identifying feature. It represents the writer in more ways than one. Graphologists analyze handwriting to determine character traits, gender, personality, and emotional state, or to authenticate documents. Allowing it to truly become obsolete would remove an identity marker that has been regarded quite highly in historical and personal terms. Handwritten notes of prominent authors are coveted by collectors, who will often pay exorbitant amounts to possess them. On the other hand, most of us will invariably use a computer when we write. It is fast and efficient, and it makes editing so much easier. You can delete, copy, paste, store versions of your work throughout stages of editing for later reference. You can spell check and search for words or alternative expressions. Compared to all these advantages, handwriting seems so restricting and restricted that most computer-literate people limit it to scribbling notes for someone or filling in forms that are not available in electronic form. Tests, you might argue, require handwriting. Some do, and some are computer-based. It is true, however, that a substantial number of pen and paper tests require writing by hand within a set time limit. Rusty handwriting is likely to affect the final score. Overall, there seems to be some resistance to the total and unbroken hegemony of the computer, indicating that people do not want to become totally reliant on it. They are keen to hang on to some of the more tangible aspects of literate life that can be manipulated and accessed without the help of a device, such as reading books or writing by hand. In view of the above, we would have to consider a more inclusive standpoint that allows us to exploit technological advances while maintaining the ability to write with a simple implement on a surface for someone to read. Being able to record ideas, information, and messages in a self-sufficient and independent manner allows us to control the action itself and continue being masters of our expression.